everyone, I hope you are having an amazing day. It's out with the old.
Yeah, the old ones wore out.
And in with the new.
Getting ready to put a new back on it.
At Prince and Plaid's in Winterville. A new beginning means getting down to the basics.
This is all the old fabric.
Mackenzie Leonard is part of the team.
Arm tops for the arms of the chairs. I'm just taking the staples out.
His mom, Debbie Leonard, has been in business for years.
I was 12 when I first started my first entrepreneur job.
She's now shipping work out of Winterville around the world.
Singapore, Australia, France, Italy, Germany. So I can't say no to a pretty fabric. This is a Lily Pulitzer fabric.
If you're decorating a whole room, here are a few tips from her team to keep in mind.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming to come into a fabric store and you have hundreds of bolts of fabric.
First, look for what catches your eye.
I recommend to go through the whole store once and then go back to the aisle that has the colors that are inspiring to you.
Pick a print or pattern, look for ways to pull out the colors. Pieces work together to craft a look.
This inspiration board particularly, we would use these as drapes and we'd have tie backs. You could use this teal as like a sofa or a chair, and then you can throw pillows on that sofa or chair in both of these coordinating fabrics. Also, you could do pillows in here in another chair, like maybe this green chair, or so many different ways that you can put these together. You could even make these the pillows. You can switch it all up until it works for you.
Jessica Leonard and Christy Cox are seamstresses.
We're cutting out for panels.
I wanted to learn how to make a pillow. Christy agreed to show me how.
I want to redo my desk, but I want it to also reflect my personality.
Getting started meant finding some fabric. I settled on this one.
Okay.
It's just standing out to me. Is there anything extra special about it? For me, I love colors, so
Yes. And
yes.
This is an embroidered fabric, so it gives it a little bit of pop and a little extra texture, and just gives it a little something extra.
I think it'll be fun. It'll be a nice makeover for my pillow, and it'll give me a little extra color. Let's do it.
To make an 18-inch pillow, I needed two 19-inch squares. I cut each one out of the fabric.
Next, we're going to put right sides together.
Okay.
And since this does have an embroidery and it's got some kind of like a little line detail in there, we're going to match those up so that they go the same way. Then you will pin it all together, and then you'll leave a space open for you to put the fiber fill into it.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's see how all this works.
With Christy's help, I pinned the pieces together and sewed.
This is a very thin fabric. What you'll do is you have to kind of pull it tight and let it go through. But keep your hands very far back from the feet. Then you'll take off. And you'll just pull it tight and let the machine feed dogs work it through. And then go down to the next corner and do the exact same thing. Pivot it.
Let's give it a shot.
I left a small section open on one side, then flipped the sewed fabric inside out.
So now that we've sewn most of the pillowcase, we've left a little opening right here. We're gonna need some of this stuff to fill it.
I stuffed the pillow with polyester fiber fill, grabbing handfuls right out of the bag.
So now that we have all of our filling inside, it's time to pin the rest of the pillow so we can sew it up.
Using a needle and thread, I hand-stitched the final stretch, Christy keeping me on track to the end.
Here's a look at the completed sewing project. Christy was able to help me add a little knot here on the end to wrap up our sewing. Now it's time to add the completed pillow to my chair.
For this episode of Let's Craft, I'm Shayla Reeves.